Redcap 705, give way to the Singapore ahead.
Give way to the Singapore A350, Redcap 705.
Okay, that's not bad.
Air India 347 contact tower on 118.25.
Switching to tower, Air India 347.
Singapore 802 contact tower on 118.25.
Switching to tower, Singapore 802.
Singapore 308, request pushback.
Singapore 308 cleared for push and start.
Pushback and start approved. Singapore 308.
Singapore 203 contact tower on 118.25.
Switching to tower, Singapore 203. Singapore 308, ready to taxi.
Singapore 308, taxi to runway 02 left at your discretion.
02 left at your discretion, Singapore 308.
Common Air 886, push and start approved.
Singapore ground, Singapore 108, requesting IFR clearance to Kuala Lumpur.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Cleared to Kuala Lumpur via the Masby 3 Alpha departure from runway 2 centre, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawking to 555 Singapore 108 heavy.
Okay, why are you having...
Thai 402, contact tower on 118.25, so long.
Go to tower on 11825, Thai 402, bye-bye. Tower, good day, Thai 402, holding short runway 02 center.
Thai 402, Singapore Tower, runway 2C, hold short A350 on the runway.
Hold short runway 202 center, Thai 402.
Pacifica 2090, contact departure.
Pacifica, are you seriously injecting like fictional flights?
Super Green 522, winds 110 at 8, runway 02 left, clear to land. 02 left, clear to land, Super Green 522. Philippine 511, winds 110 at 8, runway 02 center, clear to land.
What?
02 center, clear to land, Philippine 511.
Yeah.
Singapore 306, contact departure on 124.05.
Departure on 12405, Singapore 306.
I guess the Philippine airline is coming for landing soon.
Thai 402, no delay. A320 on a 6-mile final, runway 02C, winds 110 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 02
Approaching
center, clear for takeoff, no delays, Thai
02
402.
center.
Singapore 203, contact departure. Switching to departure, Singapore 203. Thai 402, no delay. A320 on a 5-mile final, runway 02C, winds 110 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
02 center, clear for
On
takeoff, Thai
runway
402
02 center.
Air Japan 4, contact departure.
Contact departure, Air Japan 4.
Go to departure, Thai 402, heavy bye.
Contact departure 124.45.
Singapore departure, good day, Thai 402 heavy, passing 2,100.
Thai 402, Singapore departure, radar contact, climb 7,000.
Climbing to 7,000, Thai 402 heavy.
Singapore 281, contact Jakarta radar on 133.325.
Switching to Jakarta radar on 133.325, Singapore 281.
Thai 402, climb flight level 210.
Climb with flight level 210, Thai 402.
Singapore 203, radar contact.
Jakarta radar, Singapore 281, flight level 350.
Singapore 281, radar contact. Singapore 222, climb flight level 260.
Climb flight level 260, Singapore 222.
Departure Singapore 432, flight leveled at 5,000.
Singapore 432, contact Lumpur radar on 133.55. Singapore 281, contact Ujung Pandang control on 133.6.
Switching to Ujung Pandang control on 133.6, Singapore 281.
Right, we can. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, I forgot to do the terminal lights because of the.
Thai 402, climb flight level 270.
Going to flight level 270, Thai 402.
Singapore departure, Singapore 306. Requesting to repeat again
Ladies and gentlemen,
the expected
climb
climb altitude.
at a safe altitude, and you may now move along the cabin. However,
Initial climb altitude of 4,000 feet, then climb flight altitude
I got it.
If you need any
flight level 250, Singapore 306.
Thank you for flying with Thai Airways.
Singapore 306, contact Lumpur radar on 133.55.
Departure Singapore 308 2000 for 4,000.
Singapore 308, radar contact, climb and maintain 11-11,000.
Up to 11-11,000, Singapore 308.
Citation Lima 7 Foxtrot, contact Lumpur radar on 133.55.
Switching to Lumpur radar 13355, citation Lima 76.
Singapore 967, contact Singapore Tower on 118.25.
Hey Stephanie, can you please take care of the comms?
Tower, Singapore 967, ILS runway 02 left.
Sure, Cho. I'll handle the comms from here.
Singapore 308, contact Singapore departure on 119.3.
Switching to Singapore departure on 119.3, Singapore 308.
Thai 402, climb flight level 330. Singapore 203, contact Lumpur radar on 132.75.
Climbing to flight level 330, Thai 402.
Lumpur radar, Singapore 203, flight level 180.
Singapore 203, radar contact. Thai 402, contact Lumpur radar on 132.75.
Singapore departure, Singapore 308 1000.
Switching to Lumpur radar on 132.75. Thai 402. Lumpur radar, Thai 402. Morning, climbing through flight level 180 to reach flight level 330.
Thai 402, Lumpur radar identified. Assalamualaikum.
72, unable flight level 400, we crash flight level 370 for cruise.
Malaysian 72, climb flight level 370.